this thing should be recording. And so guys, today I will be talking about Sudan. This is a more serious video, so if you don't like this type of content, I suggest you leave. And this is probably, you can stay and like the video, but this is probably the last video on this topic, and this topic is about Sudan. And now Sudan is basically back to normal. But let me just tell you guys what really happened to get Sudan to the point where I had to make a video on it. So like last video or 2 videos ago, where I had to make a video on it. So let me tell you guys about the point, the point where Sudan was in crisis. So Sudan was a military government, and its government was a military government, and the civilians of Sudan, I'm one of them, but I don't live there, but I am from Sudan, but the civilians of Sudan, they wanted it to be a more civilian-powered government, and so the military wasn't listening to them, and then the civilians, they did peaceful protests. They fought back, but with a voice, not with guns or weapons and whatnot. They fought back with a voice. Okay, they fought back with their mouths. That sounds kind of weird, but yeah, they didn't fight back with guns and swords and all that. They fought back with their voices, like Martin Luther King when he was talking about slavery and whatnot. So they fought back with their mouths, and that still sounds weird. They fought back, and basically the military literally destroyed most of the Sudani people that were protesting against them. And this was not a good time in Sudan history. This happened pretty recently too, a few months ago, and this is not one of our greatest moments. And then people kept protesting, and people just kept protesting, and they one second, guys. Okay, so they kept protesting, and then now they've protested enough to the point where the military didn't. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys, if you know more about this than I do, because I really don't know about this. I just figure this is what I think of the situation, and yeah, so this is what I think of the situation. So the Sudanese, they protested enough peacefully to the point where they just, I don't know, everything's now back to normal, basically, almost. And have a burp. There you go. Everything was back to normal, excuse me. Everything was back to normal, and basically everything was back. Why do I keep looping myself? This video is probably longer than it's supposed to be. Anyway, then they fought back to the point where, oh my god, I'm retracking. Okay, so now it's a half military and half civilian government. Why did I just lag there? Sorry, guys. It's a half military and half civilian government. So yeah, that's basically the story of Sudan and how everything kind of worked out. That's why I made that video, #Justice for Sudan, and it worked. Everything basically is back to normal, but we still need to keep our defenses up. People are still scared in Sudan of the military. They think they'll attack them or something, but it's basically a half civilian run country now. So they kind of got what they wanted, but not really, because they came up with a compromise. That's basically what happened, and um, now it's a half military, half civilian run country. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on the backstory of Sudan and what happened there, why I made a video on it and whatnot. So yeah guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and if you have, be sure to let me know in the comments. I'm not making a video like this anytime soon, so don't expect these types of videos again. But yeah guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Beast Clan out. Bye!